not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Oh, too much? A little bit too much? A little bit too much, you know. You know what I mean. No, my children. They are my children. Anyway, we're here to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street, the fourth one, the remaster. In the last one, we were like, you know what? This ended, you know. This seems like a good ending. How can they ever resurrect Freddy? I already know they did. I didn't know how anymore. Sometimes things in your mind, you forget, you know. It's just how it's life. Things you start to forget. Even though you don't want to, you do forget some stuff. Of pieces of the puzzle. And it's not there anymore. It's gone to shit. No. Well, this time, my darling, Freddy came back. Well, first, he didn't get back. There is Tyler Swift, actually, the main character from the previous kind of movie. She kind of could get people into her dreams. In this movie, she looks a little bit like Tyler Swift. That could be just me. You know, my mind's going off. So I'm gonna call her Tyler Swift from now on. For so long she lives. So she thinks that Tyler Swift, that Freddy Krueger is there. She's like walking around in her nightmares, but it isn't. So she pulls her friends into it. The dream is like, why are we here? We have a life. We have a life we want to go back to, you know. But it's like, no, I think I saw Freddy Krueger. Freddy's not here. Freddy's dead. We killed him. We buried his body, burned him as corpse. So it cannot be him. Why would it be him? And it's like, okay, maybe it's like the stove, everything has been cold. Cold. So it's not him. It cannot be him. Well, it isn't him. Till some guy, you know, the black guy kind of thing of the group, he gets killed. So he's first like, no, it cannot be. We killed you. It cannot be. No, it cannot be. It's like, it is. Like, he kind of gets the little thing. He comes, and then he is like, well, I am sure we can have a little bit of fun with this. So yeah, he's back. Like, I'm back, bitch. It's like kind of thing. You're kind of, and I'm stronger than ever before. So he's back, you know, because you could kill Freddy. The first movie you had to kill and burn him. They didn't do that, so in the second movie he came back, kind of thing. Also trying to avenge. He was still weak, but in third movie he kind of had to power up. He had this little power up of souls of his victims, stronger than ever before. And that's why he needed Jesse to kill for him, so he can have his power back. He can have more power, so somebody kills for him, and he can drive in it. So yeah, so he has more souls than ever before, and well, now he kills the ones that killed him in the first place the last time. So itty bitty Kelly Mo, they all dying, started crying more. So the guy that could not talk but now can talk, find his voice. Well, he died, kind of thing. Tyler Swift, well, she doesn't die yet. Till Freddy, this is why I moved 5 seconds ago. Till Freddy, so like she's like, okay, she has this friend, you know, she has this boyfriend now. She goes to school. Everything seems hunky dory, fine, a lovely place. Oh, poor little her. This is that kind of thing. So the sister of the boy that she's dating, well, that sister kind of like here is the remaster. I'm like, doesn't make sense. The remaster doesn't make sense, kind of thing. But it's like this kind of rhyme. You master your dreams. That's the whole kind of thing on it. If you go in Nightmare, you have to think about something beautiful, something thing, and that's like, is it though? I mean, you guys were just the dream warriors. Now you should be the dream masters. But then it's like comes this kind of shark tone on this bitch that she's kind of thing, and this kind of thing, and so on this island kind of thing, and Freddy is there like while she's falling in the sand, going like I said, I'm sorry, but it's time to kind of die, bitch. And then tries to get him into the kind of thing. So so this was Freddy with a sunglasses. I was like, wow, he actually looks awesome with sunglasses on. It's funny, kind of thing, with a burnt car kind of thing. And then he is on the set. I like that moment. And then he pushes Tyler Swift more into the thing. Yeah, I call her twice. I know it's not her name. You already feel me, right? You do my collection. Anyway, I also get stronger for every mask I make. I get stronger. More personalities to draw from. Anyway, so then it's back into the house, back into the madness. That is the house where Freddy had once on a time. And oh, does he do it? And finally, then by accident draws Tyler Swift's boyfriend's sister into it, and it's like kind of thing. It's like, no, you shouldn't have. But that's before she comes. Then she gets thrown to the fishes, into the burner, in the fire, and then the girls like, no, Tyler, no, not you. Kind of thing, and she gives the power. It's like, now it's your power. So she gets the power. What power does she get? Well, she gets the power to draw bitches to this nightmare, and not just any. So everybody's now dead from the Elm Streets. Every Elm Street is dead. So from this point, I see that my one finger is not in my finger in the thing. No. This doesn't make sense. Give me a second. How does Freddy do this? How does Freddy do it? I mean, he doesn't have this cheap kind of thing. This thing, like, doesn't have cheap because he made it himself from metal. This is not metal. This is plastic. Plastic, that fancy thing. That's some kind of thing. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes. So now she's the only. So Tyler Swift dragged this girl into it, gave her powers, so now Freddy can kill her if she wants to. But she's not gonna. She scares the living hell out of her to make other people die. So after this kind of thing, she also changes. She was very shy, she was very kind of thing, but she changes. Her brother still believes her kind of thing because, one, Tyler Swift had this same thing and they wanted to destroy her, but then she had to go back, that kind of thing. Now, the new Tyler Swift, we're gonna call her the sister kind of thing. She doesn't have thing, but she started to look more and more kind of thing like this badass kind of thing with the same hair than Tyler Swift had, but in brown. She kind of has the look of Tyler Swift, but in brown kind of thing. She looks badass. She's kind of thing. Every time Freddy kills somebody, and he kills somebody. He kills his brother, and the ex of Tyler Swift, Then the guy that has an eye for our new Tyler Swift, she gets killed, kind of thing. And then there is the other one, the fancy kind of thing. She gets turned into a fly, and she kind of gets her skin off till she's a whole fly, and then gets destroyed. So Freddy gets the souls, while the girl, our new Tyler Swift, gets the power. So every power that they had to train for the kind of thing. They're now she's part of her brother could do jutsu kind of thing. Now she has that power and the confidence comes with it. But the souls are in Freddy. So Freddy has all the souls. All the souls. Banana. You're gonna have those mighty little souls. You're gonna bring me more of the souls. I like it. It's my appetite. It's my delicious treat. It's very creepy and very, very disturbing kind of thing, but it works. It works so well with Freddy. And after this, they find this church in the. Well, at first it's like they try to stop her from having our best, but they went in loop, kind of thing. So she was still dreaming. She only found it out after the 20th loop, and then it was too late for her. Now the guy dies. Of course, that guy eventually dies. Oh no, wait, the guy doesn't die, but he gets unconscious. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the guy anymore. I remember that there are two. That's kind of the guy survives and her survives. How does our new Tyler Swift survive? Well, good that you ask. I was hoping that you would ask me. The new Freddy Krueger. I mean, I would love to play if you want me to play Freddy Krueger. I would love it. I just have a couple kind of things. I want Freddy to be a little bit more humane, kind of thing, like having a child, had a child, and now he's kind of stealing other people's child, so he can have a child. You know, surprise adoptions, kind of thing going on. That would be lovely. And then died before the kids, and now it's like hunting the parents, killing them, then killing the children every time one stays alive, kind of thing. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the finale. So now it's kind of Freddy's this all-powerful being, kind of thing, with more souls than he ever has. And then she's like doing this dream master that she kind of thing. She does like she tries to fight them. They kind of fight. They kind of like he's like getting points. Is that all you got, pal? And then kind of thing, they fight a little bit, they kind of thing, but Freddy's winning anyway. Freddy just wins. Scratch their heads off, kill them, feed them to the crocodile. Oh, what a joy! What a joy to see them suffer. But it's not kind of thing. Then what defeats him is a mirror. It's like the only thing you can see is when the enemy sees it. So it's like, imagine Ghost Rider. We got a Ghost Rider, he has this stare kind of thing, this fire stare kind of thing to see all his victims, how he make them pain, how it thing reflected back to the enemies. That's exactly what this mirror does to Freddy. So Freddy gets this mirror in his face. Now, and then all the souls are kind of thing. He sees all the souls, gets all that train kind of thing, and then it's like getting weak. And then the souls start to come back. It's also giving the powers to the souls, and the souls start fighting back, gripping him from the inside, like like he gets ripped apart because there's too many souls for him to kind of keep on tight. He cannot do this, and he starts burning, crack left and right, open and kind of thing, legs, hands coming out of his hands, arms, like from his mouth, everywhere. All the souls trying to get out. They're scratching on Freddy, scratching out into the kind of thing, and they succeed in scratching throughout the kind of thing till he blows up in pieces, like bang! There he goes, Freddy die-bye, and Freddy is defeated once more. He gets killed. Seems like it's an ending. But I feel like lots of this in Nightmare on Elm Street, we had like lots of times that it was the ending, but it ends up not being the ending because there's another movie after this. It's like every time you think, okay, now he's defeated. I mean, mirror kind of thing, It's a little bit less cool than the last kill because the last kill made more sense as finisher kind of thing, and this one was the Dream Master kind of thing, but still makes sense and still feels like a good ending. kind of thing. I was like, hey, it's a good franchise, it's a kind of thing, let's milk it a bit more out. Another one! I wish they milked it again, because I really want Freddy Krueger back. Anyway, so yes, that's about it. Did I like it? Of course I did! It's Freddy fucking Krueger. I love it. I love his ending. I love him getting ripped apart by the souls he so desperately wanted, and now gets kind of thing his own nightmare used against him. I love it. I just love the agonizing pain he must go through, kind of thing. The pain he deserves, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? What is Freddy saying? Kind of thing. It was great. Everything kind of thing about this was amazing. It was, the characters themselves are not as good as I think as the last one. I feel Tyler Swift died and the other character is just shy, kind of thing. That kind of thing has this dream. She doesn't seem that special. She doesn't seem that kind of overkill till she starts having those other personalities kind of going on. Then she starts getting interesting. That's just my opinion about A Nightmare on Elm Street, the Dream Master. I also hope there was an actual Dream Master going on. But in this one, you also don't have much lore about Freddy Krueger as you had of the previous one. Had Freddy Krueger's mother going on in the background, kind of thing, helping. In this one, you don't have all that. You don't have anything that adds to the lore of Freddy Krueger at all. It's just kind of thing. Freddy coming back, Freddy trying to defeat it, kind of thing, and having this souls ripped out of him. That's kind of it. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie and it's good everything. But I always like that they still build on top of the things that we already have, giving us a bit more every movie. Doesn't need to be too much. Don't give us too much in one time. But you still get like a little bit lower. This movie, you didn't get that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got for you in this movie. Legendary 10, of course. I give it legendary. Legendary! I take my head off for that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little video, this little Freddy video of me, the Twisted Goblin, the new Freddy Krueger of the YouTube. Yeah, I know what I mean. See you in your nightmares, my dear. You're all my children now. Anyway, goodbye. Good night.
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.